What's going on, everybody? Rob here. So y'all know I do videos on anything that I do in life. I got a very much hodgepodge channel. So this is if you're buying land. If you're buying land, and this wasn't too much land I was looking at. This was only like half an acre. Half an acre is like 20 or 21,000 square feet. So it's pretty much a lot of land. But with the land I was looking at, it was fenced in a certain area. Then like a quarter of the property was just wooded acres, wooded land. So with the home inspector, when I went to look at the home, I went to the inside and I went to the perimeter of the fence, okay? So the home inspector, when he went there, he went on the outside perimeter of the fence. He said, "Where does your land end at?" So I showed him where the land ended at. And then so he walked kind of in the jungle-ish area. And he said, "Dad, come here, be careful, come see this." So I went to go look at it. And it was down into like a little ravine-ish area. And so what the person did that was fixing a rehab in the house, put like plywood boards on the other side of the fence where that little ravine area went. And if that little ravine area was there and it was clear, I wouldn't have had a problem. I would have loved it because I already was thinking that my grandsons could play back there and I could build them a little fort back there and everything. But when the home inspector went back there and called me back there, told me to be careful, on the other side of the fence where you couldn't see, there was like some plywood there. So the scrapper, or not scrapper, the guy on the property fixing the property was chucking everything over the fence, the garbage and the materials. He was chucking over the fence onto that plywood that was sliding down into the ravine that was part of the property that I was going to buy. So you really have to walk outside, walk your whole property line. Now, to the west of the property, there was another fence, but it was like a lot of overgrown stuff. So I loved the privacy there because there was a lot of overgrown stuff. And the alleyway, kind of the city's encroachment where they got access to the lines, was really overgrown. So the home inspector walked around the perimeter of the fence. He called me over there and told me to be careful. I went over there where the alleyway that was kind of overgrown, but if NIPS or the electric company to get through there, they need to get through there. So once again, on that side of the property, instead of getting the dumpster, the guy threw all the stuff over the fence on that side of the property. So when I was looking at the home, I looked at the inside. There were some touch-ups I could have done, some touch-ups I could have done on the outside. But then walking all the way around the property, realizing the person didn't get a dumpster and was just chucking everything over the fence, made me just realize that if somebody took that much of a shortcut, what else did they take shortcuts? But not only that, if I wouldn't have walked outside of the fence was, my property went to the fence and on the outside. If I wouldn't have walked into the wooded areas, I wouldn't have known in that ravine was all this garbage, all this dump, all this waste. And let alone with the city part that was dumped over there. God forbid the electric power lines went down and the city went through there, I would have got the ticket for the garbage being over there. So if you're buying land, be sure you walk all the land within your area because you might find some surprises too.